Too legit. Too legit.
Welcome back, everybody. Today, we are reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15, Episode 7, the Daytona Win episode. I thought it was going to be more farting, but we are getting into RuPaul's Drag Race today. Bam, 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 bam. All right, get into the episode. We started out. Episode starts off straight to the drama. Straight drama. And they're being dramatic, okay? Malaysia and Sasha, in my opinion, were definitely being dramatic. And I'm with Mistress. That was not a teachable moment. Y'all was just being dramatic. Y'all literally got what y'all wanted and y'all still ended up mad. It would have made more sense if Lux and Mistress would have been the ones that were mad.
Yeah, I agree. I think, I do think that Sasha should have stayed out of it. I do see where she was coming from in terms of like, I don't know what she was trying to say, but I think Malaysia 100% overreacted. I think that Sasha was just trying to like play devil's advocate,
Mm-hmm.
but I think Malaysia was trying to use it for her like little like 5 minute
Storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely overreacted because this is episode 7. The last 6 episodes, y'all been going back and forth and been fine. And now all of a sudden, you feel bullied. Like, y'all been doing this. So like literally since the first episode.
Yeah.
So like, no, you can't just flip the switch out of nowhere and be
Right.
like, y'all are being mean girls. Like, no.
Right. Well, and that's
Mistress has literally been acting like this since episode 1.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that like it was just very much a moment for Malaysia to get in the light because, I mean, truth be told, like she is kind of starting to like fall behind. I mean, she's not really doing anything.
Malaysia, I feel like drama wise, she's not doing anything, but like competition wise, she's not doing bad competition wise at all.
No, I'm not saying she's doing bad. I'm saying that she's starting to fall like behind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think that that means that she's like doing bad. I just think like she like I don't she hasn't been doing anything in my opinion. Nothing that like has starting to like at this point in the season, right? Like you're starting to like see who your front runners are. You're starting to see who's starting to get ahead. I don't think Malaysia's doing that at this point of the season. She's starting to fall behind.
I
And
get what you're saying.
and that doesn't mean she's doing bad. It just means that like she either has to do something to like start to like do better or be better, or she's not going to make it into the top 3 or 4.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. But it's still the moment she still tried to create was not the time to create that moment. Cause like definitely out of nowhere. And then when they're all sitting there, she's like, she don't want to talk about it. Like you was just talking about it in a tuck, but now you don't want to talk about it.
Right. And that I think you said it best when we were watching the episode. Like it just sounded like she was being very like contradictory because
Mm-hmm.
she was like, I can have a conversation as a grown adult, but then like the minute that they were like trying to talk about it, she was sitting there like pouting.
Mm-hmm. Like literally pouting like a kid.
Right.
And I'm just, yeah. Even to the point where like even Spice was like, oh wow, I didn't know it was that serious. And Spice was on the team.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, Sasha and Malaysia just being dramatic and blowing it up to
Yeah,
where
I don't think it was as much Sasha, but I do think it was as much
I'm
more.
only saying Sasha because she really tried to like turn this into a whole like teachable mother moment, and it really didn't need that.
Yeah.
That really wasn't like called for at all. But
Yeah.
hey, I feel like y'all didn't go home. Y'all like it wasn't nothing to still be mad over because all of y'all was safe.
Yeah.
Like y'all did fine. Who chow. But now, after all of that debacle, that mess, also Oscar's knitting. Oh no, crocheting. It's not knitting. My bad.
I'm getting
Crochet.
ready for the next season of RuPaul's Drag Race because ain't no one gonna tell me I can't sew.
Period. You're already starting with your experience.
Uh-huh. I already got more experience than half those damn girls.
Nah, for real. That is still crazy to me. But all right, it's another episode with no mini challenge. We're just gonna keep having these no mini challenge episodes. Well, we ain't gonna go about it again. But I'm getting sick of these short episodes.
You know why, but
Yeah, we're just gonna brush past it. But Rue comes down, let the girls know we're doing Daytona win, and since Aura is the winner of last episode, she gets to give everybody their roles. And this did not work well in Miss Aura's favor. Okay? But when they were first, like everybody was like, oh, I want to be fancy, I want to be fancy, I want to be fancy. I don't think she actually wanted to be fancy. I think she picked fancy because everybody else wanted to be fancy. And then had the nerve not to say couldn't say fancy. She said fantasy. So I'm just like, it was bad from then.
yeah. Well, and like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't think like I don't know. I think I truly believe that she is delusional. Like I
Oh,
think
for sure.
Aura thinks that she's like a lot better than she really is. And like if you like this is the thing, like you cannot go into Drag Race like just unless you are good at something thinking that confidence is going to get you through things. Like if you know you're not going to be good at something, especially if it like is an acting challenge or a group challenge, like you should know that building your team so that your job is easy is smart.
Mhm.
You're in an acting challenge. You picking the easiest, the easiest thing and just getting through the week. If it's
Mhm.
not a strong suit, like the same thing with a comedy challenge. Like, don't go first. Don't go last if you're not a comedy queen. Like,
Right. Stay in the middle.
yeah, you have to. I understand you have to come in with a level of confidence into this competition, but you also have to have a level of like you got to know like what your strengths and weaknesses are, and if something is a weakness, like there's no need for you to take like a huge role. Like
Right.
she could have taken she could have taken Jax's role, and I think the situation would have been completely different. I think she could have been
Mhm.
but
Yeah, she had to have a little bit more of reality in it. Like she's just shooting for the stars, shooting for the stars. And I'm just like, the best thing that she did this episode was switch roles. But then again, no,
yeah,
because she switched roles with Mistress, which was good in like Mistress' favor,
right.
but then also good overall because I feel like we couldn't do a whole episode with Aura playing playing the Mistress pretty much. We
No,
couldn't
no.
do a whole episode of her playing fancy. That would have been tragic.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Yeah, but I think like to the our point of last week with I think with Robin, I think there is a good point there. Like it's this like fine line, right? Like you can't be like Robin and just come in
Mm-hmm.
and be safe. Like you're not gonna win that way. But like you also can't be like Aura and just like think that you're like the best at everything and then end up screwing yourself over. Like yes,
Right.
to the stars, but again, you got to know your like limits.
It's a fine middle that you gotta pretty much lay on because this was just it was just bad either way. Like even when they was rehearsing, she didn't. I think her first problem was like she didn't get any of the jokes that she was reading about.
Right.
Like she didn't get none of the jokes. She didn't know what rigor mortis was, and I'm just like, Aura, that's
Yeah.
simple.
What was the other who yeah, and it was the same thing for Jax.
Yeah,
Like you guys didn't understand that like these were like famous like drag race, like how could anyone forget when fucking Alyssa Edwards said Morris, like,
right.
or like Adore's like party.
Party.
Like I don't know, like it was just these simple things, and that's
It's
why like
it made me realize like do they really be watching Drag Race?
right. Well, and again, like I don't know, like I told you like in the show, like I just think that these like girls need to start really getting weeded out because
Hmm.
I Spice was close to going home too, like and there with good reason for that. Like she just
Hmm.
same thing over and over every single week, and like it's not getting cute anymore, or it's not cute anymore.
Yeah, no. Like
Like,
you said though when we was watching it, like she's clearly showing that all she's good at is TikTok. And like she's trying to transform everything is not going to be a TikTok. And you can't do that for everything. Or even
right,
like even Michelle brung it up during a runway. Like she walks the same way. Like no, like you can't do that. Like it's becoming very repetitive. And like your twin, like even like also your twin is not even here no more. So it's like it's still like oh we've seen that already.
right.
So it's getting very competitive, very boring for sure. Definitely boring. Like nothing has like, oh my God, that ate down. Like I haven't got none of that yet
No, and I
from
don't.
Spice.
It's and I like they're just, and this is it's tough, right? Like a lot of people were really excited for them to come onto the show, but
Mm-hmm.
like, fortunately, like they're just TikTok girls. Like,
Right.
and I mean, I can't really speak much because I'm not on the social media game, but like I think that's why a lot of girls get frustrated with the girls that come on the show and they're just like social media is because they come on and like they're just it's not what they think it is, and people perceive them a certain way because they do well on social media, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to translate into real life.
You know what I really think it is? I think I don't know. I don't feel like Drag Race need the like more ratings, but I feel like they feel like their fan base is
Oh yeah.
and I'm just like, but like I don't feel like Drag Race need, and I feel like the people that, well, I've actually never seen a TikTok from Sugar or Spice. Um, Still haven't seen one. So like, I don't really know how popping they are on TikTok, but I feel like they think that it's gonna bring like more audience to the show. And like, granted, it might, but like, is Drag Race really struggling for real?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, but that's the thing, right? Like I think I know this is like a bigger topic to talk about, but like I think it's the same with why Rue keeps changing the platform and not just sticking to like one streaming service. It's like
mhm,
who is always going to follow the money. And if having them on here means that they get more followers, or
mhm,
views, then that's what Rue is going to do. And which is fine, but it's like I think it's a little unfair to some of the other queens. Um,
mhm.
I don't know. I just didn't care for the fact that like there was just so much hype over them being on this show. But I
And it
guess
was the performance is lackluster.
right.
Ugh.
But yeah, what did you think of I don't know, tell me what did you think of the Daytona Wins Part 2?
It was not. The best part was Danny.
Yeah.
That when while we were watching it, I gotta figure out how we could like watch it live without, Viacom blocking us. But when we were watching it and they like teased it before the commercial break, I'm like, who bust through the door? Like, why did they do that? And then when it came back, I was like, now that was a great surprise when he said Vanjie. That was the best part.
Yeah.
But I also feel like last season is hard to follow. Last season was so funny. Like last season Daytona win. Like I feel like I never laughed so hard at
Yeah.
a challenge. Like it was so funny. And maybe it's because we didn't know that the farting was gonna happen.
It was a surprise. Yeah, of course.
But it was so funny. And I feel like this one, it was like it had its funny moments, but it didn't live up. It didn't live up at all to last season Daytona win. It
No.
did not.
No.
And when the guest appearance steals the show, that's kind of sad.
Right.
Like it was I don't know. Maybe my expectations was so high because Daytona win from last season was so funny.
Yeah. Well, and like that's the thing though, is like with situations like that, like you have to live up to the expectation because it's so high knowing what we know about last season. I think like you said it best. I think the hype of last season was that it was like a shock, like no one really expected it and so it was funny. But this season it's like, I mean, what were you going to do differently? Like the whole point of it being funny was because they were like farting.
And it was just more of the laughs.
Right.
Which I feel like I do feel like the laughs it made me laugh, but like not as much as I laughed last time. Like when them farts came out, like we
Yeah.
was in here cracking up, Oscar.
Yeah.
It was out here when like it was just so good. So like for this one to be like, eh, and like the people that did good.
Right.
Like Malaysia, I feel like Malaysia was really good. All her parts had a laugh.
Yeah.
Thing with Mistress, like all her parts had a laugh. Even the same thing with Marsha and Anitra, like their parts was. This is what Spice and Aura should have done. Like even though Anitra and Marsha part was small, they still were funny in some type of way. Like
Right.
like it was still funny. They still held it. Like they still held your attention, I feel like. But with Aura and Spice, it was like I know like your parts are small, but like they're not that small to where like you should lose me, if that makes sense.
Well, and like I think no part is ever small.
Right.
We've seen that in previous seasons, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
that, like in specifically in acting challenges, like there really is no small part. It's really how you play it and how
Mm-hmm.
you decide to play around with the character. And if
Right.
flop, it's not because it's a small part, it's because you didn't do a good job.
That even goes back to Jax. Like Jax could have did so much with his character. And it was just like my Google thing just started talking out of nowhere. Okay, I'll let it. How did it hear me? My Google thing is in the bathroom.
Bitch, remember that time when I went over and that shit turned on in the middle? Like, I was so scared.
It be listening, okay? The little FBI agents, I think they be hiding in that Google, and then all of a sudden, I feel like they be trying to let you know they still here, and they start talking.
Lord.
Like honestly, but anyways, Jax. Let's get back to Jax. Jax could have done so much with that role, and they just fell flat. Like even Rue's trying to give you direction, and like you're still not going. It's like I feel like Jax was acting like he heard the feedback, but wasn't taking any of the feedback.
Well, and I think like, yeah, I think that's a good point. I think it's been like that for her all season long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she knows what she's doing. I think she's in over her head. And I think it's only a matter of time before she goes home. My prediction is she's going home next.
Mm-hmm.
I think Selena isn't doing as bad as I thought she was going to be doing. But I think it'll be Jax, Sugar, and then
Spice.
or Spice.
Sugar been gone.
They want to be the same person, so I'm gonna keep calling them.
All right, let's get into the runway. Take it to the runway. Runway. This runway is I actually like this like theme. This I felt like this was a good theme.
Yeah, it was good.
It was puffer please. And me being from the East Coast, we love a good puffer jacket, okay? So I feel like this was way better than the tie-dye, of course. Like at least how they came about it, way better than the tie-dye. So the first person to hit the runway was Miss Lucy Laduka. She
Are we
had
doing all of them, or are we
yeah,
doing?
we're just gonna do them all because it ain't that many of them no more.
Okay.
But Miss Lucy Laduka, she had like a little sailor outfit with the little puffer. It was real. It wasn't nothing inventive. Like it was like a puffer train. It almost looked like, or maybe was it a jacket? Like I just know it was dragging behind her, and it was
Yeah, it
like a
was
little
like
bathing suit.
Hmm.
But Lucy was safe in the like in the all. She was safe. I feel like her performance though, like it wasn't bad, but I feel like because she wanted to be fancy. I feel like she could have really did good with fancy too.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, like, right, like she kept it simple.
Yeah,
That was
kept
it.
yeah. It wasn't nothing like whoo ah like nothing.
Right. It was good. It was solid. You
Yeah.
know, like that. Jax could or uh Aura could have done the same thing, and right, that's the difference. That's a difference between a good, solid competitor and somebody who's just really overconfident.
Flying, just flying with their legs, swinging, like just trying to catch on to whatever catches. That she's just trying to catch whatever sticks to her feet, pretty much. But Lucy, she know.
Yeah.
But okay, next we got Spice.
Next.
Yeah, cause I don't even know where the puffer was at on that outfit. So yeah, let's go on to the next person. Three, we got Miss Sasha Colby. I actually love Sasha's outfit. She like we while we were watching, we do our top looks while during commercial break, and Sasha was one of my top looks. I just like Sasha stays true to her like her body thing, but she also gives drag. You know what I'm saying? Like she's showing body, but it's different. Like her coat, like it came off, then it like turned to like a little train thing. It was nice. It was different.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I mean, we all know like Sasha is going to give it on the runway.
Mm-hmm. And the
Like that.
whole thing was puffer. That's the difference from Spice. She just had a blue dress on, I feel like.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Sasha's was definitely my top two.
Mm-hmm. And then after Miss Sasha, it is Lux. Lux came next. I like Lux outfit. I thought it was one thing about Lux, she's very consistent on the looks. Like her looks are very consistent. She's a very strong look girl. And I like this look. I thought this look was really good. I got like the concept when she was saying it. I was like, okay, this is nice. And the pink looked good on her skin tone, okay?
I mean, her skin tone, like, there's probably no color that's gonna look bad on her skin tone.
True.
But yeah, the pink looked very good on her. I think you're right. She's a look queen. I think she's always gonna bring it on the runway. I think that's where she really excels.
Yep, that's where she shines. That's where she flourished. Next we got Miss Malaysia Baby Doll Fox. The lemonade. Oh yeah, she had the lemon. I actually liked her outfit.
Yeah, she was strong.
Yeah, because at first couple episodes we were worried about Malaysia because her outfits would start like were looking the same. She was very much white gown girl. But like the last couple of episodes, I'm like, yeah, this outfit I thought was really good. I like the concept of like the lemonade stand girl. Like it was real cute. And it was different. I got something in my eye. It was different. Like it wasn't basic. And that's how I felt about the last week runways. I felt like everybody runway was kind of basic in some kind of way because it was just tie-dye. But like this right here was cute. And she did it. And she looked good in it, I meant.
Yeah.
And then so after Malaysia, who came after Malaysia? I'm looking at my notes. Bear with me. Oh, Aura. Aura was next. The kimono.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was a good concept. I think she did a good job on it. But I mean, I think like, yeah, she was banking on. She said it too. She was like, I didn't think I was going home or going to be in the bottom. I didn't prepare anything. I think she was banking for her look and to save her, and I knew it wasn't going to happen for a second time.
Oh, I was with her. I thought her look was going to save her. I thought the look was really good. I liked the top part of it, the kimono part of it.
Yeah.
Like that was different. It was like we've seen a kimono before, but we never seen a puffer.
Yeah.
Like it was really good.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, to go back on the like, I think she did have a really good runway, but I think it goes back to my original point. Like, Rue is never going to like continue to save somebody based on like, I don't know, like, if she saved her based on just runways alone, what is that going to tell the other girls?
That you gotta come with it on the runway, I feel like. Because I feel like the people that were in the bottom, so Spice, Jax, and it was Spice, Jax, and Aura in the bottom. And I feel like they all did equally as bad. Her runway just looked the best. So to me, I thought her runway would save her because her runway looked the best out of the three.
Yeah, no, 100. I'm just saying it's never gonna happen again because, like, in theory, right, like we said, Rue is never gonna crown a girl who like lip syncs her way to the top.
True.
If she is continuing to lack,
and they're only doing good with I get what you're saying.
They're only looking good in the runways like that. At some point, that can no longer be the saving thing because it's like, so you're gonna just continue to save her, and then she's gonna be in the top 4 just because of her runways. But then you had acting, you had comedy, like, yeah.
I don't know because the next person to come down the runway is Jax, and Jax, I feel like hasn't Jax lip synced 3 times?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
So I'm like, Jax keep getting saved by the lip sync. Why couldn't Aura get saved by her look one more time? Like her look was better than theirs.
I mean, to be honest, I think Aura should have gone home a long time ago.
Well, yeah, I agreed. But in this particular episode,
yeah,
she was not the total worst. She was bad, not the total worst. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But Jax's outfit, I don't remember Jax's outfit.
It was like a bee. It was like a bumblebee.
Oh, okay, I remember now. The concept was good, but I don't know. I don't know what it is about Jax. I feel like Jax let her outfits wear her instead of her wearing the outfits, if that makes sense.
There's
Cause
just
like
something always off about her.
right. Cause like the outfit idea concept, the look wasn't bad. It just something about it wasn't given, honestly. Something about it just wasn't given what it was supposed to give. And it was you know?
Mm.
So after Miss Jax, we got Mistress Isabel Brooks. She came down the runway. This was another one of my favorites. I had her and Sasha as my top two looks. I really like, ooh, Jesus. I really liked the chaps.
Yeah.
Like how it would like she was total opposite of everybody else. Like
Yeah.
I would have never thought come down in some puffer chaps. Like that was cute, and it still went back to her being from Texas, country girl. It was still real. It was a real cute outfit. It was proportioned right. She didn't look crazy because a big girl could go left with the proportions, but she was real proportioned. It looked good. It fit her perfectly. It wasn't like where sometimes like it could be too loose in other places. It wasn't that.
Yeah. I think she's I think she is going to be a really good contestant to be like the first big girl to win Drag Race.
Really, I think this episode, like she was already like inching up to be one of my top runners. I feel like this episode really solidified her as like one of my top runners for the show for sure. Like I still got Lucy up there, even though Lucy is like playing, like she's not playing it safe, but like her performance is kind of becoming safe the last couple episodes. But right now, top runners, I'm having Lucy and Mistress.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So after Miss Mistress, we got Anitra. Sorry, my guinea pig is eating. Anitra, I thought her outfit was really cute. It gave like I don't know what she said it gave, but to me, it gave like Valentine's.
Yeah.
I don't remember what she said what her thing was, but to me, I instantly went to, oh, this is a cute little Valentine's play. And like it was like a little two-piece skirt, and like it was cute. Like it wasn't nothing like, but it was cute, like she
Right.
could like I could see her walking down the street in that. Like that was good. You ready for the next person?
Hmm.
It's Marsha. Marsha.
Oh yeah, she's the last one, right? She was the final one, I think.
No, Selena is after her. We got
Oh
Selena after.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Next.
Because it's nothing new, honestly.
Yeah.
It's nothing special about it. It was cute. That's all I can really say about it. It was a cute outfit. That's it.
Yeah.
Kind of did the same kind of makeup from last week too. It was kind of like it looked the same, other than she didn't have the stuff coming out her nose. But yeah, she did the same makeup. Like, and I'm waiting for them to like they're commenting on her like putting on more makeup, but I'm like, she's putting on more, but like it's the same thing. Like the dots on the chest, like it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So next, I guess. Oh, Selena.
Yeah. Next.
She was one of my bottom looks.
Yeah.
Cause she literally just had on a damn jacket. She literally just had on a puffer jacket. Like
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then some see-through drawers. It's like she doesn't know how to tap on the line. She just jumps clean over the line. I'm like, Selena, calm down. And you know what I think? I gave her too much props last week. I was like, runway, like she was one of my favorite runways from last week. And I was like, she gotta keep this up. And then this week,
Yeah.
it was literally just a jacket. Like I could have bought that damn jacket myself.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing special.
Right.
Whew, child. So we watch. They show us the whole Daytona Win Part 2, and in my opinion, their tops were. I wrote down their tops were Malaysia, Anitra, and Marsha, and then their bottoms were Spice, Aura, and Jax. And I pretty much agree with the tops. I feel like the four that they had at the top were the four that stood out because, like I said before, like I don't feel like it it wasn't as good as the last one. If we're comparing Daytona wins, it wasn't as good, but them four did stand out in the challenge.
Yeah.
And them bottoms stood out as being bottoms as well. But who was safe out of the box? Spice. Spice ended up being safe, and I was surprised by that. Cause like we talked about it before, I thought her runway saved her. But Rue was like, nope. You about to lip sync with Jax.
Yeah.
And I really don't get that. Like, do you think they thought it was gonna be like a fierce lip sync and they was like, yeah, let's put them two
I
together?
agree. I agree with who was in the bottom. I know that you think that her runway should have saved her. I don't think her runway should have saved her.
But I don't think Spice did anything to she didn't do anything to save
No.
herself from the bottom.
I know, and I understand. I just feel like they're all bottom material. They're all gonna go home. Like it just like Jax and Aura have been doing really poorly. And yes, Sugar hasn't been doing all that great, but Sugar also had a bottom. Her Spice, whatever. This hasn't been in the bottom. Like this was technically her first time being in the bottom. Like you have to realize that too. Like if
This
we're
her
going
second time being in the bottom because remember she had to lip sync against her sister.
okay, second time. But I don't know. I agree. There's nothing I'm gonna contest about it.
I just think it would have been. I don't know. But I'm also like the lip sync was good. I like the song they chose. It was very high energy. But I think I'm getting tired of seeing Jax flip. Like we get it. You know how to flip. It was entertaining though. I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely entertaining. But is that the only trick you got? Is
Yeah, I
flipping?
mean she's gonna go home next.
Especially if she in the bottom again next week and she thinks all she gotta do is flip her way to save herself. Like
Yeah.
it's the same flip. It's the little somersault slide down.
Right.
Like she needs to stop that. Like it was good the first time you did it. Now it was okay the second time. But now you gotta stop it. Okay.
Right.
Now it's too much. Like it was old last episode. She should have left the flip at the last episode.
Yeah.
But that was the episode this week. So who are your front runners? Like three queens that you have front running.
Sasha, Mistress, and I don't know. The third one for me is a toss up. I wouldn't say Lucy, but I think the third one is a toss up for me. I think for sure Sasha and Mistress.
Okay. I'm more Mistress, Lucy, and Sasha, and it's a toss up between Sasha and Malaysia because they both have been like inching up the last couple episodes, like being consistent in like their performance and their runway. You know what I'm saying? So like they're kind of like this with me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But that is all for today. We will see y'all next week for episode 8. And what are they doing again?
They're doing a lip sync.
Lollapalooza. I want to put my bid in that I think somebody coming back.
Yeah.
Because Ruben is flicking them hoes off, okay? They just been getting sent home. So I think somebody coming back. Who you think coming back?
I think it's gonna be Sugar.
No. Why would they bring Sugar back?
Girl, don't question it. It's just my prediction.
I think it's gonna be Irene.
Why?
Because she been, first of all, she been laying low the longest. So
Yeah.
she been practicing the most.
I guess
think
we'll
it's gonna be
see. It's
Irene.
just predictions. Just
Mhm.
predictions.
And she had the most potential. Because I did not think she was going home first until that talent. So my money is on Irene coming back next week. So we will see y'all next week when we figure out who wins in this little guessing game. So please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Share it to your friends. I don't know. Pass it to a homie. Do something. Put us out there. And we will see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace out.
Yeah, I looked up a horoscope. It said